They share their lives on YouTube and now even more. It's Marconi and Ciara, the MePlusCake podcast.
Yes, we're here again. We just sprayed down the studio. Nala, I think, stank up the studio. I don't know what's going on.
Right before we sat down.
Ciara is back from Canada. You went to visit your family, and you came back.
Almost. Barely.
What do you mean?
Well, TSA could have kicked me out for life.
Why? What happened? Something I missed you didn't tell me?
No, they just could have. It's all up to their fate, but I guess they liked me, so...
Oh, I thought you were going to tell a story of like what happened, and I didn't. That you didn't tell me.
No.
You were saving for the podcast. Some gym.
No.
So you're saying it? Yeah. Well, isn't that?
It was really uneventful, is what I'm saying.
Well, because like
but it could have gone south. I could still be in the airport questioning.
Right. In the worst case scenario in the world,
yes,
you could still be at the airport.
23-year-old white girls. Mm-hmm. They're very suspicious.
Well, I don't know. So, Ciara, do you have fun with your family in Canada?
I did. It was too short of a visit, though, because I ended up spending one whole day at the airport because I was stuck there for 11 hours.
Yeah, your flight was delayed because there was a leak in something. And I don't understand that there's a guy on your plane, you said, was getting mad at the stewardess because it was football Sunday.
Yes, that's a true story.
That's actually what the guy said.
Yeah, he was mad. He's like, when are we going to go? And she's like, I don't know. We get updates as we go. And he's like, well, it's football Sunday. And she's like, I'm aware it's football Sunday, sir.
Yeah, the stewardess had everything to do with that, and she is trying to do her best to keep this guy from his football Sunday. So he and all the world should yell at her for doing nothing.
Well, they kept me from my arrival time.
Yeah, well...
I was late, missing my connecting flight by 15 minutes.
Did you yell at the stewardess?
I didn't yell at anybody, but
But it was football Sunday, though.
I was upset, though.
You should have been in first class. This is the thing. You missed your plane. You were at the airport for 7, 8 hours? 9? I don't even...
10 hours.
And they didn't upgrade you to first class?
Nope, No, because it was the little charter jet thing.
Oh my gosh!
With the propellers.
Yeah.
So you don't get first class there.
Well, who needs it? Anyway, I'm glad you're home safe, and I'm glad you got to see your family at least for a little while. Yeah, she always wants to make out on the podcast.
I just like a little smooching.
I mean, are you aware? This is 30 minutes of our lives. We spend the entire day, every day together. We make out and
yeah. So
you just need to do it in front of everyone.
Yes, I need to tell the people.
Podcast PDA. There you go.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I was excited because I came home and Ciara was really excited, and it involved the oven, which it never does.
How dare you? Who makes the cookies in this house?
Wait. From what? Scratch?
No.
Well, right.
I'm making cookies from scratch tomorrow, but they don't involve baking.
I can't wait. I'm sure they're going to be delicious. And here's the thing, too, is my enthusiasm is real because I'm like, hey, because I make dinner pretty much every night for us. And so when Ciara makes something, I get excited. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but don't stop her. Just stay out of her way.
No, but tonight I tried to make dinner and you shooed me out. So you said mixed messages. Signals.
No, because I already planned to make dinner.
So I can still make it.
No. Like when I've planned to make it, I have to follow through. It's like an OCD thing. I can't just not.
Yeah.
But you made homemade kale chips.
I did. And they were surprisingly, I liked them a lot.
They were delicious.
They were so good.
And we almost didn't have dinner because of it. It was so good.
I don't know if I would go that far because they're very light. It's like you're eating a toasted leaf. A seasoned toasted leaf.
The whitest people in the world. No, they are delicious. And but what inspired you to make kale chips?
I don't know, because I've seen a lot of people talking about them lately, and I've seen them in grocery stores for like $8 a bag.
What it's because it's like lettuce, kale, right?
Kale, yeah. All it is lettuce, and kale is very good for you. Lots of people use it in smoothies and things like that, and it's in the same level as spinach. So.
What if they find out that kale is why we're all dying?
Way to bring the party down.
Well,
Jeez.
I mean, because everybody makes such a big deal about this and that and organic and eat this and don't eat that and gluten-free.
Oh my God, coming from you, every time I tried to, as soon as I moved here, I switched to everything organic. I never used to eat organic anything, and now everything I eat is organic.
But like the conversation, it's like a conversation killer.
Well,
That's what I'm talking about.
As long as we don't go vegan, then I think we're okay. Or vegetarian. I mean,
I'm one of those kind of vegans that loves meat.
Me too.
Yeah.
And eggs.
Right, yeah. But I do a lot of the cooking around our place, and I'm excited because Ciara has decided to adopt one night of the week to make things.
That's still unofficial.
What do you mean?
We're still on the fence about that one.
Why?
Because you decided.
Well, no, but I just said, I was thinking, well, maybe having a night off from cooking, and Ciara might explore different recipes, and it might be fun, and I could help her out, but I don't have to be in charge. I just, that's all.
Well, we'll see about that.
But we just bought a bunch of ingredients.
Well, yeah, I'm making hamburger soup this week.
Yeah.
But you used the beef for the tacos tonight.
Yeah, but
So my whole grocery
oh, yeah, right.
is ruined.
Like I don't stop by the grocery store every single day. Anyway, so I'm excited because Ciara is doing some cooking, and I can't wait.
Well, I'm glad you're excited.
What was that for?
Eat up, honey.
Oh, try a little of this. Oh, man, I'm dead. This is kind of a weird thing because Ciara and I like to run errands in the afternoon. I have an evening job, and her and I go get a coffee or maybe get a little lunch, a late lunch in the afternoon. But we don't really know the hour. Like normal human being hours are not ours. Like we're recording this podcast at 2:30 in the morning.
Yep.
So we don't really adhere to normal human being hours. And so, we went to this place that's like, I don't know, like a bagel sandwich store.
Oh yeah.
They have coffee and stuff like that.
I couldn't remember what spurred this story.
And it's not one of these places. It's not like a typical fast food place. It was kind of like a more expensive, like, fast food place with bagels and coffee. But when you go to a place, and it's not like it was $5 or something, it was almost 30. What are you doing? Nala's on top of our studio right now.
Staring down at us with disapproving eyes. Oh, there's her beehole.
Well, good.
She's like, I'm going to shoo you out of here.
Nala's just staring right at me.
It's really creepy. She knows what you said about her.
So this place was pretty expensive for the result that we got. And I don't mean the food, because the food was fine. But the guy said, hey, would you like it for here to go? And he's like, oh, you sure you don't want this extra expensive latte that we're specializing in today? And I said, sure, why not? Hey, when you get this receipt, why don't you fill it out and make sure you mention me, because I get extra points, and then eventually I get a gift card. Oh, okay, cool, Ryan. I'll be glad to do that. And I was like, this guy, he seems kind of enthusiastic. And then the next thing I know is like, would you like it for here or to go? And I'm like, oh, well, for here, please. Because we were just thinking of eating our lunch and then going and running some more errands. And then we sit and wait. Ciara gets her drink, and then he comes over and goes, oh, by the way, we close at 4. And Ciara and I look at the clock, and we're like, how long is that? Like a minute?
Literally 1 minute.
I spent $30 on food, and the guy kicked me out of the place. We had to eat in the car.
We ate in the car.
$30 worth of food, and it was just 2 sandwiches. 2 sandwiches and like a
Two
drink.
Drinks.
Yeah. It was $30. And I had to eat in the car, and I ordered like a barbecue chicken sandwich.
It was like the food was really good, and it really sucks that the service was so crappy, because otherwise it would have been a really good experience. But like to go through all of that to upsell us on everything and be like, oh, for here to go.
Yeah. It would have taken us maybe 10 minutes or less to eat that food.
Well, and the fact that we hadn't even gotten our food yet, and he's like, oh, but just so you know, because we had gone to sit down, and as we were sitting down, he's like, oh, just so you know, we're closed at 4.
But why would he ask us if it was for here to go if he knew we damn well he was going to kick our ass out?
I just think it's really bad to, if you've got customers in the store before you lock your doors, they should be in there until they're done.
Yeah, just say, hey, we're not serving anymore. And there wasn't like, and this place isn't like it has 20,000 people coming in and out of the doors that he would have to turn away and make a big deal about. There was absolutely us and like 2 other people that were finishing their meals.
Yeah.
And that was it. Nobody was coming in. We're the only people in the world that don't know their hours.
And the second that we stepped out the door, he locked it.
Oh, yeah. It was like, click. And he didn't even say, thanks for coming, anything. Like, he was following us out, locking the door.
He just wanted us out of there so bad. He was really nice up until, like, the point where he's like, hey, get out, basically.
Yeah.
So it sucked, but...
So, needless to say, and I don't ever do this. Like, I would never... Because I figure, I've got a good life, and I don't really have, any anger towards people. But that upset me. And because of that, and he asked me to fill out a survey, I'm filling out the survey, and I'm telling them, Ryan, what you did.
Tisk, Ryan.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
So ashamed. You should drop out of whatever you're doing and live in a shack for the rest of your life.
And I got barbecue sauce all over my hands, and I'm like, I'm glad I paid $30 for these sandwiches so we could get them all over ourselves and our clothes and, like, have no... And they packed a to-go bag because of that. Because Ciara had to get up and ask, well, could we get it to go then? And they're like, oh, yeah. And they packed a to-go bag, didn't give us any damn napkins.
So, you know what we did? We wiped it on our clothes like homeless people. That's how this place treats you. They treat you like homeless people.
People seem to like us for whatever reason, and they are asking questions such as, hey, guys, when will you be doing YouTube videos? And to that we say, January 2014, we are launching the MePlusCake video channel on the YouTubes. And if you have it, if you know where it is, and you find it, go subscribe now and like, and you can like it and thumbs up and leave comments right now.
Do it.
It's youtube.com/
Give you 3 guesses.
MePlusCake.
Ding, 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 ding.
The MePlusCake podcast.
All right, well, here's a chance for us to talk about a few stories that are in some sort of news world that you may or may not have heard about. The parents of this kid's, sporting event were banned after talking trash on social media. So, the parents are, parents get loudmouth at sporting events with their kids. But now they're banning the parents because they're talking trash about other kids, other parents, other teams on social media.
That really pisses me off because parents are all, they hate Facebook and they, want to protect their kids from cyberbullying and stuff like that. But then they're going around and they're doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure these parents don't represent everyone, but at the same time, grow up. I mean, people get really passionate and worked up, but for the wrong reasons. It's all about them. It's not about the kids having fun.
It's a sport, for crying out loud.
Yeah, it's supposed to be fun. You're trash talking on Twitter? Really? At the end of the day, who's getting a paycheck from your kids playing sports? No one.
Exactly.
It's supposed to be fun. So all I have to say to parents who are talking trash, or even in the stands, it's a kids' sporting event, calm down.
Kids don't need to have that example, so grow up.
These are people that shouldn't have children.
Exactly. Please stop procreating.
And it's why Ciara and I don't have children.
Yes, except for stank-ass fur babies.
Yeah. Here's a weird story. Man dies after porta potty catches fire.
That would literally be, I think, the worst way to die. Next to, being smothered by mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
I really don't like mayonnaise. What? That would be awful, right?
I don't know that I fear anything like that. I mean, I once wanted a pool full of sausage gravy to swim in, so maybe that's not my fear, but
That just made my stomach do like all of the turns.
all
in
the
world.
gurglings.
Oh.
Did it make you just rearrange your thinking on my relationship? You're like, wait a
Yes, a
second.
little.
Here's your promise ring back, Chauncey.
Well, see ya.
So I don't know. They don't even know what caused the fire. They haven't ruled out suicide, but this man dies from injuries sustained from a porta potty fire. And I thought about this. Have you noticed that porta potties have not been evoluted in any way? Like,
How would you do that though? Really? Man, no. You know what would be
some
the
kind of a
best?
flushing system where you don't have to, when you open the lid, you don't have to look down at
I
other
was just gonna
people's-
say that would be the best part is having maybe some sort of like screen that would just like black out all the you know what and the you know what else.
Maybe something like one of those zappy things from Men in Black that would zap your memory of having to be in there and use the restroom.
As soon as you walk out, it's like.
Yeah, so you don't have to think about it ever again. It just seems weird that it's so many years have gone by, and these are the same porta potties we've been dealing with since, I don't know, probably all of our lives.
The early 1900s.
Since the turn of the century, the porta potty has been the exact same and will continue to live on. And I bet these people that make the porta potties and rent them out are bazillionaires.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of business and.
Beep. This is pretty cool. It kind of gives you hope for humanity. A 19-year-old guy working at a car wash saves a 73-year-old woman who was in a car crash, and her arm, like the car, this is like a crazy crash. I guess the car flipped over. This is, I think, in Scottsdale, Arizona. The car flipped over on its side, and the whole entire top of the car was gone, and her arm was partially severed. The guy didn't even think about it. He just started running towards the wreck, and as he's running, he pulled off his belt, and he asked the lady if he could make a tourniquet on her arm because she would bleed to death if he didn't. And she's like, yes, please. He saved this woman's life and then just took off and went back to work.
He didn't even like wait around.
Yeah, kind of like Superman, like he doesn't wait around for the congratulations and thanks for saving the day kind of thing. So I mean, this is the definition of a true hero. He wasn't looking for any accolades or anything like that. But this woman who, unfortunately, I guess still had to have part of her arm taken off, but she's alive.
Yeah, who cares about an arm when
Right.
you've got your life?
Yeah, so, but they did catch up with this kid, and he's a 19-year-old guy, and was just so nice. But I think of it, too, because, it's like a 73-year-old woman. That's like your grandma,
Yeah.
And who wouldn't want to help an old woman out? But, I think that's a pretty cool story, and she wants to get better to give him his belt back. That's like her thing is like she just wants to say thank you to him in face to face.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You know?
See, it's a heart-touching story, and that brings us
Aw.
to the D-bag
Even
story.
more heartwarming and sweet and
Kim and Kanye,
oh.
if you aren't familiar with them, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West.
If you've never heard of them,
Yeah. I guess Kanye did a song, and Kim is in the video. And here's a little clip of the song. Did it debut on Ellen?
yes, it did.
Honey.
All the mother lame and you know it now. When the real nigga hold you down, you supposed to drown. Bam.
Is he talking about being in love?
Yes, and he's talking about doing it on a bathroom sink as well.
Oh, well, yeah.
Nothing says love like sink doing it.
I wanna f you hard on the sink. After that, give you something to drink. Step back, cake is on the mink. I mean, damn, what would you Rome think?
Those words rhyme. That is Kanye rapping 101. Beautiful. That's
I don't really like the song.
no, not at all. And the video is awful.
It looks like it cost about $20. Kim looks good though, I have to admit.
The song is a piece of garbage, and I just don't really understand, like, why.
My favorite part is the honey.
That's the only part that's good.
Remember where we first met? Okay, I don't remember where we first met. But hey, admitting is the first step. And hey, ain't nobody perfect. And I know with the hope I got the worst rep.
I mean, wouldn't this, if Kanye was doing this in your house while this song was playing, wouldn't you just say, shut up, I'm trying to hear the song? Because he sounds like he's just interrupting all the music. But you know what? We're used to that. He likes to interrupt things.
But hey, the backstroke I'm trying perfect. Hey, yo, we made the Thanksgiving. So hey, maybe we can make it to Christmas. She asked me
What the hell? It's awful.
I should hope so. Damn. You just put a ring on it, Kanye. Make it to Christmas. That's like a month away, for crying out loud.
You think we'll make it to Christmas?
Not if you're keeping me up till 4 a.m. doing podcastings.
How dare you? Fine.
JK.
It's the Me Podcast. Oh, yeah. Now podcast PDA. Whatever.
I know you're tired of loving with nobody to love. Nobody. So just grab somebody. No leaving this party with nobody to love.
Honey. That's enough of that.
As if we're not doing enough podcasting together, another podcast we'll be doing very soon involves our pets and yours and just pets in general. It's the Pet Podcast, and we'll have pet professionals. We'll talk to you about ideas, things you might not have thought of yourself, or just simple things that a Google search could solve. But we're going to give it to you for free. The Pet Podcast, if you want to sign up and find out all the things about it, just go to petpodcast.org. Was that too scary?
Yes. This is a family podcast.
.org. Sometimes people ask us questions, and we got a few of those on Twitter at MePlusCake. First question, Lady Gaga has little monsters. What do you guys call your fans? I don't know, cakers? MPC? I haven't really thought. I mean, I didn't even know we had fans.
Our little cupcake.
But I mean, that's,
Pancakes. It's like pancakes, but pancakes. Oh, God, I bless my soul every day.
Where's that song with Kim and Kanye?
No, you're tired of loving with nobody to love. Nobody. So just grab somebody. No leaving this party with nobody to love. Nobody.
Honey.
Will your YouTube videos have your pets in them?
Duh.
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing on the internet if you're not involving your pets?
Oh, God, they would never take no for an answer anyway.
Pet-
Guarantee you will be sitting down filming something and Nala will just walk right across the screen. That's what she does.
Well, we're also, as we mentioned, the Pet Podcast will probably have a video version of that podcast as well. So they'll be all over the internet. And
They already are.
yeah, if you don't know where to look, you haven't been looking, right?
Hard enough.
Right. All right, here's a question for us, Ciara, and I'll let you answer this because ladies first. What do you like best about the other person? So you tell me what you like best about me, and then I'll tell you what I like best about you. All right, go. What, you've got nothing?
Oh, I like that you love my pets so much. That makes me very happy. That was very important. So that's one of the things that I like the best about you. And I like that you make me dinners every night.
Wow, I didn't even think you would ever say that. You really like them?
Dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You told me when we got together that no guy has ever made you dinner before.
Nope, not once.
Besides your father.
Yep.
Wow, and you're like grandpa, maybe.
No, my grandpa, he can make like a cheese sandwich.
So, I mean, I'm the champion, right? What is the best thing that I make?
I really like tacos. I also really like salmon.
Mm-hmm. Quinoa? Mm-hmm. You hate
That's like really all we eat, so.
How dare you? My menu is vast and very thought out. Months
Salmon,
in advance.
quinoa, vegetables, chicken and salad, soup and sandwich.
Hey, I made fettuccine.
Fettuccine.
Yeah.
That Thai dish.
Yes. I make Thai noodles.
And
What?
tacos. Oh, and quesadillas.
Spaghetti.
We've only had spaghetti a few times.
Well, it's your own
You're
fault.
overloaded on pasta now, so.
Oh, am I supposed to tell what I love about you the most?
Oh, geez, yeah.
Well, let me tell you. I adore Ciara, and I think that she knows it, I hope. So
Like 90% of the time.
she makes me coffee drinks every night. Every night she makes a coffee drink.
Yeah, that's my role.
But I guess that's not what I like best about her. The thing I like best about her is that she's so cool and likes to hang out and do stuff together. And we can do pretty much nothing, and it's fun because we do it together. Like, we'll just run an errand. We'll just go to Target to pick something up, and I'll go, hey, want to look at the Christmas stuff? Because I know she likes all the Christmas stuff. And I think when you just enjoy someone's company, you can have fun doing nothing, and that's what I like best about her.
That's what love is. That's not a song, but.
Wait, where is that Kanye song?
You're tired of loving with nobody to love. Nobody. So just grab somebody. No leaving this party with nobody to love. Nobody.
Honey.
Well, there's another edition of the MePlusCake podcast, and we want you to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, like us on Instagram, and now Pinterest even.
Become a fan cake. At MePlusCake.com.
Oh my gosh, hashtag fan cake? Is that what
Yes,
you want?
somebody please hashtag fan cake. You know who's going to do it?
Jessica?
Our only fan.
Our only interactive.
Yes.
She should be like the president of the fan club.
She is the queen of fan cakes. She could be any type of fan cake she wants. She could be sprinkle fan cake,
Yeah.
or she could be a red velvet fan cake. She could be cinnamon fan cake.
Yes.
Be lemon fan cake. Chocolate fan
Right.
cake.
Well, we'll be back next week with another exciting edition of the MePlusCake podcast. Thank you both for listening. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask us on the various social medias and things like that.
Chocolate chip fan cake.
What?
Buttercream fan cake.
Hit the stuff.
Carrot cake fan cake.
Oh my God.
The Me Plus Cake Podcast.